The Brodsky Quartet is 50 years old. This in itself is an extraordinary milestone, but given the fact that two of its founder members, the cellist Jacqueline Thomas and the violinist Ian Belton, are still playing in it and were 10 and 11 years old when it started, makes the situation unique. Over their 5 decades, the group's legacy is astonishing, marking them out as not only pioneering trailblazers, but exemplary craftsmen of their chosen field. In the 70s, the teenagers were already busy making a name for themselves, resulting in many competition successes, such as the National Festival of Youth, the Menuhin Prize, the Janacek Medal, and both the Min-On and EBU competitions. The 80s saw them move out into the big bad world, becoming resident quartet for the Southeast Arts, based at Sutton Place, and then the first ever quartet in residence at Cambridge University. Their celebrated recording of the Elgar and Delius quartets paved the way for their 70-plus subsequent albums. Their long association with the fashion legend Issey Miyake saw them transform how classical musicians dressed on stage, and led them to doing the music for his Paris fashion show in 1986 and many more collaborations across the globe. Their sellout cycle of all the Shostakovich quartets sealed a deal with Teldec, for whom they went on to record those works and many more besides in Berlin. By the 90s, their boundless energy and insatiable curiosity led to a fabled meeting with the force of nature that is Elvis Costello. Together, they would pen the Juliet Letters, a song cycle which is only growing in popularity throughout the musical world today, 30 years after its birth. Many wonderful musical friendships followed, from Anne-Sophie von Otter to Björk, Maria João Pires to Paul McCartney, and countless others. The 21st century found them treading the boards in performances, the play written for them by Brian Friel, and in Complicités, the Noise of Time. They began in earnest their recordings of all the Beethoven quartets, and an ambitious education project led to the release of Mood Swings, a CD on which the songs of secondary school pupils sit happily next to songs by somewhat better-known songwriters, such as Sting, Ron Sexsmith, Randy Newman, Meredith Monk, and others. More than 3,000 concerts in over 60 countries later, and the group is as active and vibrant as ever, recording their second complete cycle of their beloved Shostakovich quartets on the Chandos label, live over a weekend from the Muziekgebouw in Amsterdam. Fronting the infamous Prinsengracht concert in the same city, the first quartet ever to do so, and continuing to work with other diverse musicians. In 2022 alone, they have just released an album with their longtime partner in crime, Jackie Dankworth, and the Schubert Quintet with the remarkable young talent, Laura van der Heyden. They have had long ongoing relationships with many halls around the world. In London alone, the list is dizzying. From the Amadeus Centre to the Blackheath Concert Halls, the Cabot Hall to the Cadogan Hall, and most recently the finest hall of all, King's Place, where they are just coming to the end of a glorious 10 years as quartet in residence. 50 years it may well be, but the 60-year-olds show no signs of giving up just yet.